first gear is no joke. That's 14,500 pounds. All right, guys, so here we go. Downhill now. That first gear is no joke. That's 14,500 pounds. I was very appalled on how close this race was, but then again, I'm not, because as you guys have probably learned from these like short tests, is torque doesn't mean anything when it comes down to, you know, pulling a trailer. Like for speed, you really need the horsepower, because the Ram had 1,000 pound-feet of torque versus the GMC in the last video that I did, and the GMC still pretty much walked it. And in this test, it was really close. Like, I was really appalled how well the GMC did. I thought the Ram would stay closer in terms of speed with the GMC when I did that test last. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. But I was really surprised how well the GMC did against the Ford. Like, I was expecting it to be like maybe 5 miles an hour, but it was about 2 to 3 miles per hour difference. 445 horsepower versus 475. 1,050 pound-feet of torque on the Ford versus 910. You know, the GMC is definitely just down on power. Now, if you don't know this, the GMCs are geared in the rear at 342. They have the 10-speed, which is pretty deep in first, second, and third gear. Like the Ford has deeper gears than the GMC, but this was a good test. I really like these. Like, these are my favorite tests to do, because it really is teaching me about horsepower, torque, and gearing, because a lot of these things I'd never really understood, and I've been doing a little bit more research on it just to kind of understand it. But yeah, if you are trying to get up a grade, that horsepower is very important. It's very important. And on my Ram, we were going up an 8% grade. I can't remember where we were. I think we were either, I was going to do a video, but then I was already going up the grade, and it was too late. But my truck maintains 75 miles an hour at pulling 15,000 pounds. I was full fresh water, so I was probably about 14.7, 14.8 in that ballpark, because my gray tanks, and they were definitely emptied, and my my black tank always has about 4 gallons in it, because I always refill it a little bit. But yeah, 75 miles an hour is great for me. I had to actually get out of the right lane and pass trucks because they were going too slow. But the GMC and Chevy trucks, if they're supposedly getting over 500 horsepower, man, good luck Ram, good luck Ford, because that is going to punish them. Because if it's doing this good with less power, yeah, it's going to kill everybody. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do. And if they fix that interior, game over for Ford and Ram. I I think that they're gonna have a tough time, you know, trying to keep up. But actually, Ford's about to redesign the Super Duty, so that might actually put GM back in second place, depending on what they're gonna do. So I guess Ram's gonna be last place now when it comes down to power, because I haven't heard of anything they're doing except maybe potentially doing a gas Cummins. But I hope this was helpful. Sorry for the rant. Be sure to check the gearing. Like, if you didn't really watch the gears, I like to see how the transmission shift. Unfortunately, GM doesn't allow you to see that. So if you're watching this, GM, please let us see the gears, which one you're in, so that way it'd be better for me when my testing. It's just for me. But even for people who have those trucks, I'm sure they would like to see what gear they're in, especially on the 10 speeds. It would be kind of cool to see what gear you're in, things like that. But yeah, I really do like doing these tests. So be sure to support the channel, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.